works in whatever union, and he goes, "Hey, you're looking for a job? I can get you in." It's a lot of connections, and
you can do a calendar shoot, or walk with us 100 degrees.
The right thing to say would be walk with them, but I do a calendar shoot.
Welcome to the Firehouse, the show dedicated to the brave men and women who serve our community.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Firehouse on WRHU 88.7 FM. I am your host, Chris Moses, and today, sitting with me in the Firehouse is my boy, Mark. What's going on, man?
What's happening, Chris? Thanks for having me.
I'm good. So, listen, Mark, I know a lot about you. I read your bio. We got a lot to talk about, but if you can, just tell everybody your name, tell them what department you are in, any ranks you've held, and most importantly, how long you've been in.
So, Marc Abrams, I'm in the Seaford Fire Department. Got a total of about 15 years in. I started out in Levittown. It's my hometown represents.
Okay.
Ladder 6 to tiller. Never really held a rank, just regular common fireman.
All right, that's all right. I mean, I saw in your bio that you were a driver instructor. So
yeah, I help people drive that tiller.
That's something. That's something. I want to talk about that too. But all right. So, Mark, let's start from the beginning. What makes you want to be a firefighter? Like, where does that happen? Do you just? Because I did read in your bio that you are first generation as well. So, like, where does this come from? Does this come from watching Backdraft or? Where does it come from?
Growing up with like friends. I mean, they were involved with the fire department. All my friends growing up were in Jericho. I used to hang out like everyone from Jericho Firehouse a lot.
With the monstrosity of a firehouse. I love that place.
It's a castle.
I think it's beautiful.
And those guys inspired me. Like I remember I was Chief Carl Johnson. He was the chief over there at the time.
Okay.
And we used to just hang out there all the time. I used to go in a Chief's car with him, and we'd be going to calls and seeing stuff. And I was like, I want to do it.
Yeah.
So I joined up in Levittown, and that was
awesome. So how old were you when you joined in Levittown?
I was 18.
18. So no juniors, no anything like that. You didn't.
I did the juniors for a little bit, you know, but wasn't
in Levittown.
Yeah.
Okay. But it wasn't
like someone that starts at 15.
Yeah. So you did a little bit of that, and then you actually joined. You joined at 18. So now Levittown, do they have engine company, truck company, or is it just one?
Yeah, it was engine truck.
Okay, and you joined?
I joined the truck.
Okay, what? You got to tell me why. What made you? Is it just friends that were there, or
actually,
what made you join that?
One of my good friends told me to. I was in high school.
Okay.
And he's like, "Hey, call this guy. You'll be a perfect fit." And I called him, and then I was in the truck.
And you was just in the truck. It
and I was I didn't even know what. He just call this guy.
What?
Yeah.
It's just call this guy, and then if that's it, that's it. Okay. Yeah. I love that. So, 18, you're in. Where does the switch, right? Because you were in Levittown, and then you moved over to Seaford, right?
Yeah, so I had a little stint in Wantor for a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah, very little.
We got a little bit. So
represent the Wantor, but I'll come from experience. Listen, I joined an engine over there.
Okay.
And, I was kind of bored. I'm not gonna lie. And I was bored.
All right, so you were not Seaford, Levittown first, then a little bit in Wantor, like a year or two, something like that?
I didn't even make it a year.
Yeah, didn't even make a year, and then over to Seaford. Why the switch? Was it just you moving around or what?
Met my wife. Lived at Seaford. I was able to get my address waiver. I was deep in Seaford, I'm South America.
Yeah,
and at the point where I was I just had to make my average, but I didn't want to be just the guy that comes in and just fingers the scanner and just see you later, and especially coming where I'm coming from to go to Levittown at 2:00 in the afternoon. I'm home taking a nap. I don't want to have to freaking drive all the way up there. And
it's a lot.
So then I did the right thing. I said, listen, guys, I'm just going to resign. I left in really good standing. There's anything they ever need. I always tell them, man, I'll always help out. Actually, in my gear rack, I have my Levittown Ladder 6 patch.
Still have it there.
Still have it there.
Still have it there. I love that.
My good friends were like, yo, join Wantor. So I was like, all right, I'll do that. There's Firehouse right down the road from me. Great guys, I just, be honest, I was I was bored. I went from a firehouse that was a truck and an engine, and I was having a hard time to maintaining my average because I don't know, I just wasn't into it. Maybe I was like a little homesick in a way.
Probably,
it was such a small house.
Yeah.
So I went over to Seaford, and I love it, man.
Found another home.
It's a good group of guys. We actually just had a golf outing yesterday. Had a blast.
I love that.
Just everyone there just reminds me of like Levittown, and it's just a nice homey feeling. We got like the group chats going, just laughing all day.
Are you in a truck over there as well, or is that
so?
A
they're
department?
a single company house,
There
just
you
one
go.
house, small department, and it's like one company.
Yeah, like car
but you're
places like that.
you're like assigned though on a rig.
Yeah.
So when I got in, they're like, "Oh, they gave me like an engine shield, but like you're doing everything.
You're doing everything."
And they gave me like a ladder shield, and I'm like, we're one company at the end of the day. Hop on the
whatever rolls first.
I can go home later today, and I'm on the engine, and then later this evening I could be on the ambulance. It's a little bit of everything, and it's
That's good. That's good. So I guess in a way, Wantagh kind of helped you a little bit, right? Because you started in truck, did a little engine work, and now you're doing both. So it's like, it was perfect. It was like, that Wantagh actually did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
It taught you.
Yeah, they did.
So now you're at another home and you're like, boom, I got both.
Yeah.
So I guess let's start in Levittown, right? I want to start in Levittown because that's the home. That's the home base from when it started. Do you remember your first fire? Do you remember?
Actually, I do.
Okay, so
it was on my mom's birthday.
Let's get into it. You said 15 years, right? So I know you got some stories, and we're gonna get into all of them. But let's start with that first fire, that first one.
So I was still living at home, and pager goes off, and first thing I'm like, "Mom, there's a house on fire!"
So wait, let's just stop there. You're 18 and you join the fire department. What are your parents saying? Are they like what's going on?
They were liking it. I didn't go to college,
Okay.
I actually went to college just to go get a college ID to go to the college bars.
Don't worry, a bunch of us have done that.
It wasn't looking back. Now I kind of like wish I went to school. But
Never too late.
Yeah. but yeah, and it was so the fire comes over, and it was not a clue, like just the rush going in there. I do remember this one guy's like pack failed out or something, and he had to just basically didn't even make it to the door.
Wow.
And
what was your position? Do you remember where you were?
I was just grabbing,
just humping hose, no, you were in truck. So
yeah, so I was like helping someone put up a ladder, and and then I went in after it was
overhaul kind of. Yeah,
and I was like, this is fucking awesome. Guys, are careful, the homeowners are around.
I love it. I love it.
Ironically, it was next door to a good friend of mine, and who we graduated together. And that actually made him join the firehouse.
Wow. From just being there and seeing.
Yeah. Then he joined. Then he brought over another good friend of mine who I had an apartment from for a while after that. And then everyone joined, and then people just started, get married and having kids. So people left, people moved to different towns. The core people who I was in Levittown with, a lot of them left, which is crazy.
Okay.
Well, a good friend of mine, he's an instructor at FSA, Frank Cascioli. He's amazing fireman, man. A book full of knowledge. He ended up leaving too, and his dad's been there for 50 plus years, and it's you see people as they get older, people just kind of they leave, and it's hard. You want to stay in one place your whole entire life.
Sometimes life's.
Yeah, and I was like, I thought I'd never leave Levittown. Happy I met my wife. Everything's good, but you start seeing people leave, and some people don't even join up in other places. Some people do. Yeah, and it's like me, it's just. I don't know. I just want to keep doing it.
Just want to keep doing it, G. All right, so let's keep getting into these stories here. So that was your first fire. What memorable now, wait, before we even keep moving on, you're also EMS. I remember reading that.
Yes.
Right? So where does that come in? Is that Levittown or was that Wantagh or was that Seaford? How did the EMS come in there?
Back younger, which I should have did it. I was going to EMT school that they offer, and then I just wasn't into it. I was like, I don't want to freaking be an EMT, you know, like, and I kind of regret doing that because I probably would have been on FDNY, like by now, like as a fireman. And when EMS for FDNY came out with that trainee, I decided to do it. And you didn't have to be an EMT. They gave you a card through that. And I was like, I'll finally be able to promote.
Yeah.
And I aged out because of like COVID.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I kind of like, I just left the FDNY EMS. I didn't want to like stay there, you know, the pay was a little, you know, I regret kind of doing that, but you know, I was in dispatch over there at PSEC 2 and it was boring. I can't sit still. I can't sit still.
You said that earlier.
Yeah. So that's how the EMS came up. And I'm actually going to like renew my card because it's good to have, you know, like
it's definitely
like,
good to have.
Jobs come up, something, you know, a lot of firehouses, they're like going like paid people during the day. They call them, I guess, engineers or firehouse maintainers. So it's good to have. Maybe something comes up down the line and you're like, oh, wow, somebody offers you a good position.
And then you have your EMT card.
EMT, you're one step ahead.
Hey, you went to any good calls? Any good calls that you can remember with you?
For EMS? Not really.
Not really.
Nah, maybe like the stub toe.
All right, so let's keep going with these stories. Like, what do you have for me? What do you got? 15 years, so I know you got some good stuff. No matter what department it is.
I'm trying to think, man.
No matter what department it is.
Man. There's a lot.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Some good, some bad.
Yeah.
I'll never forget, though, when we got the tiller. That was like the coolest
Talk
thing.
to me about it, yes. In the heart of Blue Point, New York, the Johnny Mac Foundation stands as a beacon of hope and resilience. Founded in memory of FDNY firefighter John F. McNamara, who lost his life to 9/11 related cancer, this foundation embodies his enduring motto, whatever it takes. To supporting first responders and their families, the Johnny Mac Foundation is committed to making a long-lasting impact. Join us in honoring John's legacy and making a difference. Visit at johnnymacfoundation.org to learn more and contribute.
So, like,
and this is in Levittown now, just so we could just back up.
When I first saw these like tillers, I was like, these things are freaking ugly. You know, like that was like a tower ladder or something like that.
For the listeners that don't know what you're talking about, explain what a tiller is.
This guy in the front driving it and a guy in the back.
Which is always insane.
Gotta be in communication, made for like tight areas, which Levittown actually has a lot. Believe it or not. I know the joke is, why did people need a tiller? But I tell you, that truck, seeing what it could do, it can get into a hell of a lot of places that even an engine can't get into. And that was like such a cool like thing, you know, you're just, and getting asked to be like a chauffeur instructor, that was like, that was an honor, like to do that. And it was countless work, like just 5, 6, 7 days a week, you know, before even training others. Like me and ex-captain, we would just go out like driving together. It'd be like a Sunday evening. Hey, you want to drive around the neighborhood for a little bit?
Just to get the training in, right?
Yeah.
Just to get the practice.
Actually, one day we were doing that, and a call came in. I don't even know what it was. Maybe it was like a kitchen fire or something. And we're like, should we take it in? We're like, yeah, no tools on this truck. It's just him and I driving around. But we pulled off to the side, and the chief was like, get that freaking thing out. Like, but I was like, is he talking about the truck? Apparently, like, the engine or something, like missed the hydrant or whatnot. And I'm like, oh my God.
I thought they were talking about us. I thought they were talking about us. But just a little bit more about the tiller. Just if you can explain just like the driving portion of that for people that don't know, like, you know, Uniondale doesn't have a tiller. So I've never, I mean, I've seen it. I've been at other departments and seen it, but I've never driven one. So like how is that? How in sync do you both have to be? And is there one person that's always in the front, one person that's always in the back, or you always switch, or how does that work?
Coming in, it was first person in. I mean, they would like communicate. So like some people come in, they'll start the truck, you know, like they'll be the front guy, and the next guy comes in, he'll be the back guy. And people that don't think, like when you're you're not like, all right, I'm, going straight down the road, keep it straight, or making a right. You kind of get to know, like they'll say, like, let's say, all right, doing it right here, just kick out a little bit, or just leave it straight, and a good driver in the front will make the back guy's job very boring. Like if you can swing that thing perfectly, sometimes the tiller guy won't even have to do work, which that means he's doing his job up front.
Yeah.
And then there's times, you're saying, hey, let's just, like I said, give me a little kick to the right, just to help out a little bit. And it's actually harder when you're going slow. Wow. Because when we set up this obstacle course, or it's like rodeo, they call it, in Jones Beach, got all the cones set up. And when you're going faster, you actually feel the kick. So when you're coming, you feel it like, all right, I got to bring it back.
Yep,
I got to
bring it this way.
Yeah. So you'll know when you're neutral. And
whatever happens if you're not in sync? Is there a mistake that can happen? He tells you to kick right, you kick left. What happens?
Yeah, you got to pay attention to those mirrors. You're like, I mean, I luckily never had a incident.
Well, what would happen? Like if they do that, it's just like, we're not gonna tilt over.
No, you're just gonna be a little cockeyed.
I can imagine, I can imagine. That would be that's crazy. But no, so you ended up being instructor for the tiller as well, right? So how did that come in play? Was that just an axe, or you were just crushing it and they're just like, hey Mark, do you want to start teaching people this?
I drove a lot when we had the old truck.
Okay.
And I guess they just went ahead and asked me to do that. And
you started training.
Yeah. So it was like a trainer. It had a company tractor drawing aerial come from Seattle.
Okay.
So we, for like a couple, I think it was like a Wednesday to a Sunday it was, or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they basically taught us how to, let's say, be instructors, taught us about the truck.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then from there, we had to teach ourselves before we were able to teach the company.
Got you.
And then we had to bring in the company. And it was just like individual people. You had to like go ahead and bring, all right, 5 people at a time. And you couldn't just have like 30 people coming in.
Of course. Yeah.
So that was it was cool, and built up like a lot of confidence. And it, taught me to be like, very humble too about things. So I enjoyed it.
So in whole, 15 years, how many years in Levittown? I mean, we said Wantagh was not even a year, but how many years in Levittown and how many years in Seaford?
About 14 and a half. I was just shy of being a life member.
Oh, wow.
I needed like six more months.
So you
or
pretty
something
much,
like that.
most of your career as a firefighter was in Levittown.
Yeah.
So Seaford is new.
Yeah, I've been there for a year now.
But about a year. Okay,
Yeah.
so Seaford is new. Okay, got it. So that's what I was like, I wasn't sure about. I wasn't sure if you kind of split the time between both. So Levittown really is the home.
Yeah.
Levittown really is the home. All right, so let me ask you a quick question. All right. Being in Levittown, being in Seaford, and that little stint in Wantagh, a common myth that you'd want to debunk about firefighting.
As far as like people thinking, like, I'm trying to think, like, people think we're a bunch of party animals, I guess. I mean, maybe.
Okay.
I don't think we really are. I mean, I can say it in a good way. But there's really actual like a job to it.
That's
there's classes you have to take. It's a big responsibility. People think you become a chief and you get the car. It's it's a lot of work comes into doing that.
Definitely.
Every one of these people that hold that rank, they devote a lot of time away from their family.
That's right.
And it's like my calendar, it's like I put all Firehouse things in red, and it's a lot.
A lot of things that you have to take care of.
Yeah, it's people. Just because you're in the fire department, your family's also in it with you.
I love that you said that, because a lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah.
Just because you're in doesn't mean that your family's not in now, because you're missing things. They're coming with you to things like that. So, and I do think we're party animals. We do party good.
Yeah, we do.
But we get the job done as well. And that's what's the most important.
Yep.
We get the job done as well as doing that. So, just a question about moving over to Seaford. I'm pretty sure that was like a real hard thing to do, right? Having to go over there. Being that you're in Seaford now, are you looking to go to the next ranks and lieutenant? Do they have that there?
Yeah.
Lieutenants, captains, chiefs, and everything like that? Are you looking to do that, or nah? You're not.
I
really
want to do it. I definitely would like to, and see where it takes me.
And see where it takes you. So with time, you'll be able to go over there.
Yeah, one day at a time.
One day at a time. That's all we can do. All right. So since we are kind of still going with the questions, let's play a game called the Flashover. All right. I don't know if you heard of the Flashover, but in the Flashover, I'll ask you some questions, maybe like Android, Apple, or something like that. And then you have to answer the question pretty quick. And then we'll kind of talk about each question that I ask you, okay? I'll probably throw a little EMS in there since you did do a little EMS. I got to ask a couple of those questions, all right? So, Mark, are you ready for the Flashover?
Let's do it.
Let's get this going. All right. So, first question that I have for you in the Flashover. You are at a parade. Do you want to drive the rig or drive the chief truck?
Drive the rig.
Drive the rig, definite.
Yeah.
Want to be in the rig. That's probably I'd want to be in the rig as well. All right. Okay. So another question. You pull up to the parade. Chief is there. They're like, listen, over here they're doing calendar photo shoots. Over here we're walking. It's 100-degree, full Class A. Which one you want to pick? They're giving you a choice. You can do a calendar shoot or walk with us 100 degrees.
The right thing to say would be walk with them, but I do a calendar shoot.
Let's get that calendar shoot going. It's 100 degrees, full Class A. All right, let's keep going. Rocking dumpster fire or brush fire?
I do a dumpster fire, maybe.
Dumpster fire?
Yeah.
Why?
It could be next to a building, but then a brush fire could be next to a building too.
Yeah. So but we were still going dumpster fire. We're still doing dumpster fire.
Do it. It's a little smelly, but
it is. We don't know what's burning in there.
Yeah.
All right, basement fire, warehouse fire.
Oof. Do a basement fire.
Basement fire. Why over warehouse fire?
I mean, you don't get a lot of like basement fires, I feel like, but it's different when you get them. Commercial fires, get a lot of those either, but basement fires, it's you gotta have the engine and the line in place. There's
before you go below grade. That's right.
So it's very something like that's a little more.
It's a lot more dangerous too at times.
Yeah.
That, one means of egress is no joke.
Get a warehouse fire. It's a county invite.
Yeah, that. And I mean that's dangerous too because you can get lost, especially as a truckie. Like you go in there and you go into a Walmart that's pitch black and got smoke. That's dangerous as well. All right, let's keep going. 15 years in, so you probably know the difference. Old school leather helmet or modern composite?
Leather.
Leather?
I never wore leather, but I just like the look.
Just like the look of it. They're heavy. All right. Midnight call or 5 a.m. call?
I take a 5 a.m.
Take a 5 a.m.?
Yeah, because midnight just screws up your sleep schedule. Next thing you know, you go, and then time you get back into bed and you get comfortable, your alarm's going off.
And that's it. So then in that case, I mean, the next question I have is day shift or night shift. I assume you're going day?
I do a day. I mean, I'm a daytime guy.
You're a daytime guy.
Yeah, at the night I like being home, chilling with my family.
I'm the same way. I don't care what time it is. Take me home. I don't care if I go home for 3 hours and then I got to go back.
I tried working an overnight tour when I was in PSAC, and I couldn't get my sleep schedule. I was like moody. I was just
didn't work.
Yeah, it did not work.
All right, another question: summer heat in gear or winter cold in wet boots? Pick your punishment.
I do summer heat in the gear.
Summer heat in the gear?
Yeah, 'cause your boots are wet. You can always like take off. It's just kind of douse yourself in the water. Wet boots, cold.
It's the worst.
You don't want to be that guy that like goes in the truck and they're like, get out of here.
All right, let's keep going. All right, a confirmed car fire or automatic alarm with a light smoke condition. And why?
Automatic alarm, light smoke condition? Because it could be something. There's a reason that alarm's going off. There's a reason it's not.
So you're going there. If the chief says, hey, the car fire's here, this is there, you're going to you're going to say, I'm going to pick the
I would take that because you don't know. It could be something.
Those
especially
some of the best fires.
Especially if it's like 11 o'clock at night, Deli closed up. They might have left something on.
Yep.
And That's it.
Y'all have fun at that car fire.
Yeah, you get a
The
car
dumpster
fire.
on
Yeah.
wheels. That's what they like to call it. The dumpster on wheels, right? All right. So let's put on your hat. Let's say you decide to run for office and you're now lieutenant or you're now captain, right? Seaford has a department critique at 10 o'clock, right? It is 8 o'clock. And do you guys train on Sundays or is that your days?
Yeah, they do like Sunday.
Okay, so Sunday.
Wednesdays,
So it's a
yeah.
Sunday, 10 o'clock, there's a department critique. But it's 8 o'clock, all of your guys, everybody's there. Do you, for those 2 hours from 8 to 10, have them clean the house or do you do another training?
For over 50 years, Fire News has been the preferred publication for fire, rescue, and EMS heroes. Fire News print edition reaches Long Island, 17 states, and the District of Columbia. Visit firenews.com to see the latest news, read their digital prints, or follow them on Facebook and Instagram pages. In print, online, on social media, Fire News has you covered. Visit firenews.com. And if you go ahead and go visit on Instagram, please leave a comment and tell them that WRHU 88.7 The Firehouse sent you.
Well, if that's what's on the agenda, the critique, I mean, I could do a training and clean the house at the same time.
Do both.
Yeah, do both.
I don't think anyone has said that yet. And I've asked this question tons of times. Everyone always picks one. You're going to do both.
You could do like a little cleaning. You can even go ahead and do a little forcible entry and then something
There you
quick
go.
and then clean the tools.
And then clean up everything. There
Yeah,
you go.
you know,
Retape
it's-
tools, get all of that going.
You don't have to do a whole big search training, but
A little bit.
yeah, you could do a little something.
Little bit here and
Split
there.
the guys in half.
All right, so I guess I want to ask this for both places, right? If you were still in Levittown, right, because you had the most time there, right? You pull up to fully involved house fire. Chief says you can either go in the house with this salty old vet or go in with the young, hungry rookie. Which one are you picking? And I asked because I want to say for Levittown, would the answer be different for Seaford? Or would the answer be the same either way?
I think it would be the same.
Either way. Okay.
Yeah.
So what would be the answer? Salty old vet or young, hungry rookie? Who you going down that hallway with?
I would take. I'd actually take the young guy.
You're going to take the young guy?
I would. He's got to experience it somehow, and you don't know. He could be freaking. He could be great. He's the next
Yeah, there
freaking
you
vet.
go.
And
you're teaching him. You're showing him.
Yeah, that's. I think because we all been in that spot where, no matter what people say, we were eager, willing to do it, and someone took us in, and that's how we became to where we became. So
That's right. So true. So true.
you gotta teach them.
Got to teach them, right? Each one teach one.
Yeah.
That's what they say. All right. A little bit of EMS. Trauma calls and medical calls.
I would do the trauma. I would do the trauma.
Trauma.
Yeah, I mean it's quick. You're
quick.
not like sitting there getting the patient's info. I feel like those are more like.
Straight cut. Someone that was just on the show recently said they like the trauma calls because the trauma, we know the problem. It's right there versus a medical call. You don't know what this. They're like, oh, my blood pressure's up or this, I feel this. Trauma, their leg is cut off. That's the problem.
It's funny. So like my wife, she works at the ER in Plainview as a nurse.
Okay, what's your wife's name?
Danielle.
Danielle, how you doing, Danielle? Shout out to Danielle.
So she always goes like, so tired. It's so busy. I'm like, why don't you go work for like an urgent care or something, where it's just cut and dry. No, I like the rush.
She
I like
likes that.
So like, yeah, I always think about that. Like,
You always think about that.
yes, that's why she likes the ER.
All right. So let's say you're still in EMS, right? So put that hat back on. You pull up to a scene. Over here, they are doing chest compressions, doing CPR over here. Over here, there's a pregnant lady about to give birth. Chief asks you, which one you want to do? Pick one.
Oof. I actually want to do like the giving birth.
You want to do that?
I would. That's I feel like it's stuff that like happens in like movies in
Movies.
a way. Like they're already doing compressions. She's about to give birth. Like
Yeah.
hike.
That's right. That's right. There we go. Let's get it going. All right. So, you know what? I normally don't ask this questions, right? If you haven't had a leadership spot yet, but I want you to put on that leadership hat because you wanna go there, right? So we play a little game within the flashover called Suspended or Not. Okay, so I need to know.
I've been suspended a couple of times.
I mean, I want to ask those questions, but all right. Suspended or not, right? So you are now that officer that has to suspend or not. Okay, I'll give you the scenario. You tell me suspended or not.
All right.
Got it? At a call, all out fist fight. Right at the call. 2 members, fist fight. Suspended or not?
Depending upon what it's about, but suspended, yeah. You got it because you're in front of people. Yeah, you got to suspend them.
I got it. Okay,
give it a 24 at least. Go home and cool.
Yeah, go off, cool off, and then come on back. All right, maybe something off the books. All right. Another question. All right. You pull up to the firehouse, right? This is your house. You're the captain of this house, and the entire front window is busted out.
Oof.
2 firefighters decided they want to be Jedis with pike poles and bust the whole window out. Suspended or not?
Now there's cameras, so yeah, they got to be suspended.
Gotta
You can't like hide it and be like, "Oh, I was cleaning something and accidentally took the window out."
Nope. That's it. You gotta go. We gotta go. All right. Again, let's say you're the chief now. Okay, you're the chief now. So put on that hat if you were gonna be the chief, and you're at a call. You and the chauffeur have words, right? Nothing like the whole fist fight that we talked about, but y'all have words, a little tension during the call. Call's now over. You're walking past the rig, and he lays on the horn. Bang! Suspended or not?
I wouldn't suspend, actually. I mean, we all did that.
Yeah.
We still all do that.
We still all do that.
Then he can say it's an accident and get mad. Yeah.
Okay, so let's keep that same energy there in an accident, right? Chauffeur again, right? You're the chief, right? Now, you didn't have no words, none. Everything's fine. You pull up to the scene. You're there. You're talking to the chauffeur, telling him where to pull up, telling him everything like that. And then there's a cop car right in front of the house. The chauffeur gets on the loudspeaker and says, "Move your effing car." You're the chief. You watched it happen, suspended or not.
Not suspended because it happened. I feel like, God bless you all, you Nassau cops, man. My good friends in Nassau cop. I mean, no hatred towards you guys, but like, did they teach him in the academy to like just park right in front of the house? Or like, I remember actually in Levittown, there was a call, we're coming up, and the cop car just like parks like blocking the street, like, and the house is on fire. Like, what do you think? Like, nobody's gonna come through. And the cops, they're not next to the car. They're like down the block. Like, and the car's locked. Like, what are you doing?
If it
man?
Wasn't, would you just hopped in and moved it?
Yeah, like, dude,
I would have to
push the thing out of the way.
Push it out of the way. I love it. All right, so let's do some TV shows and some movies. All right? If you didn't see it, just say you didn't see it, and we'll move on. Got it?
All right.
Ready to go? Chicago Fire, Rescue Me.
Oh, Rescue Me, man.
Rescue Me all the way.
That guy is that. I actually think that show is. I feel like that one is the closest thing to what it's like in a way. I mean, there's a lot more like drama in that, but I love that show.
All right, so then I'm gonna move Rescue Me out. Let's go Chicago Fire Third Watch.
Chicago Fire.
Chicago Fire, better. Yeah. Okay, Backdraft, Ladder 49.
Backdraft.
Backdraft? Why Backdraft?
That's a classic.
That's just the classic. That's the
classic,
Bible. What we call it. That's the Bible. All right. So now the most important question I am going to ask you today, Mark, and I think I know the answer, but you may surprise me, right? But you got to pick one: engine or truck.
Yeah, it's got to be the truck.
It's got to be the truck.
Yeah. Offense to the hose pullers.
You heard that, engine guys? The hose pullers.
I mean, everyone could say like, hey, it's no better feeling than being on a nozzle. Like, yeah, it's a cool feeling, but like the truck, you're going in there, you're searching, you're breaking the stuff. You got your OV, your roof. There's a lot more to it.
It's a lot going on.
Yeah, and when like and then like when, especially like, you know, everything's all done, you know, you just got to pack up and
You just go.
Just
you
go.
Back up that
Yeah.
hose. That hose is no joke trying to do that.
Especially all that 5-inch.
Yeah.
Because what do you do if you don't have the nozzle? What are you doing? Like, oh man, I hit one good hydrant today. Like, all right.
Or if you're not on the hydrant and you're maybe control a door,
Yeah.
you're just humping hose the whole
Yeah,
time. It
it's
ain't
just-
no joke. It is definitely a lot to do. All right, so let's keep going here. All right, I actually want to know, do you have any other stories that I'm forgetting that you want to bring up? Any good stories?
A lot of them are just
I dare want to ask you about the suspension. I don't know if I should ask that.
which wow.
It sounds like you were about to say which one, but
Yeah.
maybe we shouldn't talk about those
Yeah.
things. Maybe we shouldn't. But any good stories? What other good stories do we have?
Some of them I probably shouldn't say. Just, man, a lot of like fun times were like drill team. You know, like it's always like
Okay.
a separate family.
So let's talk a little bit about that, because you were on a drill team in Levittown,
yeah.
right? Does Seaford have?
yeah, the inmates, but
Okay.
unfortunately we haven't been, you know, on the track.
Okay.
You know, I'd love for them to get back.
Okay. But Levittown, so you're on a drill team. So please talk about that.
that was fun. That was it was like a separate family. You know, you go to states. Met a lot of people too through that.
Okay.
Just fun time.
What is your position in the drill team?
Not the best ladder climber.
Okay.
Nah. I was always like scared to like get off the trucks, believe it or not. And then I climbed the ladder, and it was awesome.
Okay.
We had a good, you know, group of people. My thrower Frankie, he would always like tell me like, "Oh, don't climb this one," or like, "Get up that ladder."
Yeah.
So then I did like dragging for the hose. Was never the nozzle.
Okay.
Never did the hydrant. Then buckets. I was the dumper. I was on the ladder. Motor pump. Turn on. We actually had a wipeout one time in the ladder.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Explain what happened. Let's walk through it.
I don't even know if I don't even think the truck even like stopped. It just
kept going.
it just kept going. These ladder just got down, and the ladder didn't even go into the ground. And this one guy, as it's done, you know, he's like, "Yeah, baby," and then finally it comes up. He goes, "Get up! You're embarrassing us." You know, the one guy is freaking really hurt. I'm like, oh,
He's sitting there. He's like, "Get up! Let's go! Everybody's looking." But let me ask you a question. How do you get into the drill team? Like, how did that happen? You know, where did that fall in Levittown?
I heard the truck start up, and I was like, "What the hell is that noise?" And I went down there, and I was like, "Wow, these things are sick." And next thing you know, I was on the drill team.
And next thing you know, they just recruited you and
Yeah.
they got you in there. So for Seaford, you said that they're really not out right now. They're really not.
Yeah, they haven't since I've been in. They haven't
Yeah.
been on the track. They
Okay.
were, you know, they're old-fashioned champs. Got the
Okay.
year the banner says, and they have a beautiful beat truck sitting there. So hopefully it can
So
get
hopefully
out.
it can
Yeah,
get out,
that'd be
get out,
awesome.
and you're the guy for it. And you're the guy for it.
Yeah.
All right, so I got a couple more questions, but I just want to get a little bit more into Seaford. Just a little bit more into Seaford. So while you're in Seaford, you did say that you wanted to maybe move up in those ranks,
I'll
right?
do it.
And just a little bit more of, you said that it's just one department, so it's just one firehouse. Is
Just
it?
one
Yeah,
firehouse.
so it's just one firehouse. And what are the rigs that you have?
2 engines,
Okay.
a ladder, and 2 ambulances. They have fire police.
Okay.
They have a water rescue truck all the way in the back, which is in like a separate little building they call
Okay.
cell, and just like a fly car. That's really it.
And that's pretty much it. And operation wise,
Oh, and a heavy rescue.
Oh, okay. And heavy, right. So operations wise, right? Because that's always my question when you have a department that, you know, they roll as a department, there's no different companies. Who rolls first? Is it just whoever staffs first, or is there an order? Engine goes first or truck goes first?
Engine for, you know, calls. You know, obviously an engine's gonna go first.
Yep.
Car fire, we can take the heavy rescue. 'Cause it can pump on there.
Okay.
CO call is the rescue truck. auto accident, ambulance gets, manned first, then bring out the heavy rescue. So as soon as you come in, just, like what it is. And
so as soon as you come in, let's say you're responding from your house for whatever the call is, and, for that call, the engine or the rescue has to be staffed first. That's where you're going. You're not questioning. No one's
really it is no.
It's just you go staff that, and then y'all keep going out from there.
Yeah, the only difference, like with the 2 engines, odd even month.
Okay.
681, and then you got 682. So the odd even month.
And then switch on and off.
Yeah, which rolls first.
Yeah.
Just sure, every department kind of does that.
First due versus second due.
Yeah.
And, you switch them out every single month or whatever like that. All right. So I got a couple more questions for you before we get out of here. One question is, in a whole, how has being in the volunteer fire services, how has that changed your life?
Met a lot of people who are basically like family. It really, it became family. It's a second house. Sometimes you love it more than your own house.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah, I learned a lot. I really did.
Okay.
The one thing I could say is, I was talking to you about before, you're people that you tell them, hey, join. And they get their friends, they recruit in, or they say, like, I don't have the time. Like, that's the biggest thing. A lot of, it's a lot of time when you first get in now. All these classes. Like, when I got in, I took that. I think they still offer it at the academy. You still live at home. I did that 2-week class over at the academy, and done. But there's a lot of classes you have to take. Your first year, it's rough. But some people say, I don't want to do it, but go out and do it, because you might get a job from there. You might all of a sudden want nothing to do with firefighting. Next thing you know, you sign up in your FDNY, or you go ahead, you get a job as a construction in a union because some guy works in whatever union, and he goes, hey, you're looking for a job? I can get you in. It's a lot of connections, and you start really get a lot of laughs out of it. It's like these groups, and we're just constantly going back and forth. And if you ignore the group for like an hour, sometimes on a good day, it's like 40,000 memes. So you really build a lot of relations in a lot of classes, and also if you're going to these classes that you take, they're college credits.
Yep.
You can get a transcript from them. Next thing you know, you want to be a cop, and now you just earn 10 credits through FSA.
Yep, that's right.
And it's good background. Like I said, I'm going to renew my EMS card because it's good to have.
Yeah.
It's always something in your back
first
pocket.
Responder, it's always good to have that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So true. So true. All right. So last question I want to ask you is, if there's someone that's listening right now that just joined or is thinking about joining, what type of advice would you want to give them?
Don't do what I did. Just keep your mouth shut.
We're going to talk offline about those. I want to know what happened.
Just listen.
Okay.
Go in there. Do what you have to do. Take the ball busting.
Okay.
There's still a lot of it. Don't get easily discouraged when things aren't going your way, or you're not having a good day, because every day is different. That's really what it is.
Every day is different.
Yeah, just keep your head high.
Just keep your head high, and every day is different. All right. So another question, really quick: if there is someone that you think should be on this show that you know of right now, shout their name out right now. Tell them to come on down.
Man, some of the people would not like it, but actually my boy, I like Greg Levine.
What's his name?
Greg Levine.
Greg Levine. Is he Seaford or is he?
Yeah, he's Levittown.
He's Levittown.
He was in Elmont. That guy's seen some fire.
Greg Levine, you have been called down
He's
to
gonna
the
hate
Firehouse.
me to say this.
Greg Levine, you got to come on down. Like, you got to come.
Yeah,
so.
he did some time in Elmont. He told me a funny story.
Okay. All right, we'll get Greg down here. So, listen, am I forgetting anything? Thank you so much for coming
thank you for having me.
Mark. Really quick, Levittown or Seaford, if someone wants to join Levittown or Seaford, what is the process? What do they have to do? Where can they go and look?
Just fill out go on a Sunday morning, or for us like a Wednesday. See people hanging out. Go there, meet the people, fill out an application, start coming around a little bit, see what it's like, and you'll be in.
And you'll be in. That's
Yeah.
it. So just come on down. Come down to your closest firehouse and join.
Yeah. Yep. Come down.
All right. Listen, Mark. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for coming down and just talking about your life here. Thank you so much. But what was his name? Greg Levine.
Yeah. He's gonna hate me.
We're gonna get Greg Levine.
Yeah, I'd love for him to come down.
All right. Listen, we just heard from my boy Mark from the Seaford Fire Department, his home base being Levittown, so let's not forget that, right? About his life as a firefighter. I hope you all enjoyed the conversation. Please like, share, subscribe, do all of those things. I am your host, Chris Moses, and please tune in next week to another great conversation in the Firehouse.